Hello everyone. In this short little video, I'm going to show you how to download, install, and get working with Cleopatra or Gpg4win, and it's an open PGP software that allows you to encrypt and decrypt messages with key pairs. So what we're going to do is the first thing you should do is open up your web browser and navigate to gpg4win.org. So I'm going to do that. gpg4win.org. And we're just going to search that, and it should bring you here. And so now what you want to do is download Gpg4win, and this is a patron supported software, so they do accept donations. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to donate. And then so I'm just going to click 0, and I'm going to click download. And you see down here Gpg4win successfully downloaded. So now I'm just going to, if you're in Chrome, I'm just going to click the thing that was downloaded, and I'm going to allow it to make changes to my hard drive. I'm just going to minimize Chrome here. And now it's prompting me for my interface language. So I'm going to leave it on English and click OK. Now I'm going to click Next. And as you can see here, Cleopatra is going to be installed. So we're going to want to leave that checked. Don't really touch it. And I'm going to click Next. And this is just the default install directory. So I'm just going to leave that as is. And I'm going to click Install. As you can see up here, it says completed, so we're going to click Next. And it says Run Cleopatra is set on by default, so I'm going to click Finish, and it's going to open up Cleopatra. As you can see down here, the little Cleopatra icon opened up in my system taskbar, so that tells me that it's open, and as you can see, the window just opened up. So now it's getting itself ready. And so now you should be greeted with this screen, Welcome to Cleopatra. So before you can encrypt and decrypt messages, you need to have a key pair. So to create a key pair, as you can see here, it says Create New Key Pair. You can also come up here to File and click New Key Pair. So we're going to do that. Click New Key Pair, and then it's going to ask you to choose a format. We're going to create a personal open PGP key pair. So we're going to click that, and then it's going to ask for some details. They're not necessary, but I'm just going to enter them in. And now if you see down here on the right, it shows advanced settings. So we're going to click that. And these are the 3 encryption algorithms you can choose from. I'm going to leave it on RSA. And this is the bit strength. So the bit strength determines how well encrypted the message is, or how much encryption is applied to the message. So I want to keep this really safe. So I'm going to turn it up all the way to 4096. I'm going to crank it all the way up. I want to keep my stuff safe. And I'm going to click OK. And so now I'm going to click Next, and here it shows the simple details that we entered previously, and if we click Show All Details, it shows the advanced things we did. So it shows our encryption algorithm, our encryption type, rather, and our encryption strength. So we're going to click Create, and it's going to prompt me to create a passphrase. This passphrase is used by you when you receive an encrypted message so that you can access your secret key so that you can decrypt the message. So I'm going to enter in a passphrase, and I'm going to click OK. Now, here it's generating the key pair. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And as you can see here, it says our key pair was successfully created. And so I'm going to click Finish. And so say you want to send your public key to someone so that they can encrypt messages and send them to you. Well, what I'm going to do here is click my key, the one we just created. I'm going to click Export. And then it's going to ask me, where do I want to save this certificate? So I'm going to save it to my desktop for now. I'm going to click Save. And as you can see, this new file appeared. This is our public key that we can send to someone who wants to send us an email, an encrypted email. So then what you would do is you'd go to your default email or wherever you send your emails from, and then you would create a new message and you'd attach this file to that message. And then when your recipient received this email with this attached, they have to have an open PGP client installed, probably this should be the same, Cleopatra, and you just want them to import this key with their software. So say I'm the recipient now. I just got the key from my friend so I can encrypt emails. I'm going to open Cleopatra. I'm going to click import. It's going to ask me where the file is. So I'm going to go to desktop, wherever I saved it. I'm going to click the key. I'm going to click open. And the reason it says imported 0 is because it's the same key I just created. If it were my friend, whoever's encrypting, it would show 1 because it's a new key to their system. So we're going to click OK. And now let's get into the encryption part. So let me just move this over. Say this is the message I want to encrypt. So I'm going to highlight this text, or you could click Control-A on your keyboard, and then I'm going to right-click and copy it to my clipboard. You could also use Control-C. But so once it's copied to my clipboard, I'm going to come over to the system tray, and I'm going to right-click on the Cleopatra icon, and we're going to hover over clipboard, and here it says Encrypt. So we're going to click Encrypt, and we're going to add the recipient, and we're going to choose the key we created. We're going to click OK. And I'm taking this from the point of view as someone who's using the public key. So once this is selected, we're going to click Next. And it automatically takes whatever was copied to the clipboard and encrypts it. So it says it's completed. We're going to click OK. I'm going to open up another instance of my notepad just so we can put the encrypted message here. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to paste the message. And as you can see, it's all jumbled up. There's no way you could read that. And that's the point. You want your data to be unreadable. And so now what we could do, say I received this message from my friend who used the public key. I'm going to copy this message in the same fashion we did before. I'm going to highlight it and right click and click copy. And now if I come back down to my system tray and I right click on Cleopatra and go to clipboard again, now the option to decrypt is available. So we're going to do that. And it's going to ask me for that passphrase I created because I don't want just anyone who has access to my computer to be able to read my encrypted emails. So I'm going to enter in my passphrase. And very quickly, it was done decrypting the email. And what it did is it copied the contents back to the clipboard. So we're going to click Finish. And we're going to come back over here to our notepad. I'm going to enter down a few spaces. And I'm going to right click and paste. And this is the message, the same message we wanted to send from the beginning. Except it had to go through that whole extra process to keep it safe. This is what we input. This is what we received before decryption, and this is what we have after decryption. So I hope this was informative to you and that it's helpful to you so you can help keep your data safe. And thank you all for watching. My name is Marcos Lobos. This is for CIS 3360. And yeah, have a good day.